Hello, mic check. Who is Mike, anyway? I tell you the truth, I'm always thankful we're checking on, at least we're checking on someone, eh? And welcome, my name is Rob, the Money Gaming Guy. Oh, sorry. Hello, you amazing person, and welcome. My name's Rob, I'm the Money Gaming Guy. And today we're carrying on the series of making a automation car. We've already done the process of building the car in automation. We're now at the step, so we're going into beamng and changing some code to make the car more authentic and just a bit more fun and realistic to drive. And today's episode, we're going to be doing sound. The last episode, by the way, was props. We did moving props. We had some issues in the last video. It should have been about a 35-minute video of me going back and forth and changing it all. But unfortunately, OBS decided to stop recording automation as well and decided just to only record... No, other way around. It stopped recording beamng, decided to record just automation. So sorry about that for you people that are following along. Hopefully we won't have that problem because we won't be going into automation today. But we are going to be looking at some code. So I probably should have clicked a different button. We'll worry about that in a sec when it comes to it. Anyway, this is our car that we've been working on. I do recommend going back through the videos if you haven't seen how we've got this far. It's been fun. Actually, was the last one? No, the time-lapse was the one before, sorry. I actually probably should have gone back into automation and changed some things first. But as long as I'm careful of what I've decided to change afterwards, I should be okay doing the code now. As long as I copy it, save it in a safe place, change my car in automation, export it back over, change the code that I originally changed, what I'm just about to show you, and then we should be all fine, as long as I don't get changing lights and things. So yes, we're changing sound today. This is the car and how it sounds at the moment. Hopefully you can hear that okay. One of my most hates about the automation sound is the turbo. It changes the sound every time you finish gear. Now they can do that depending on the revs and that, but not as random and frequent as this sound. I heard like 4 different sounds. There's like maybe 3 or 4 sounds it just rotates through. Kind of winds me up, and it's not very grunty, and the backfires, they're a bit pathetic. Not very poppy at all. So yeah, we're going to be changing the sounds of this car today. We're going to be putting a beamng car sound in. Now I have been looking through the beamng cars, and I thought, well, the most recent update was the BX, so we're going to jump over to that car and find a good one of those. And we did. It was this one, as you can see in the background, the Runner. Now the Runner has got an i4 engine, but it's turbo for starters, sounds pretty tasty. Yeah, not too bad. Maybe 2 different variants there, but still more unified than what the other car was doing. Also a bit more grunty, a bit more louder, and it rumbles a bit more in the low end when it's just sitting idle. So yeah, I think that's what this car needs, and that's what we're going to be doing today. Now, I actually did a tutorial not long ago how to change your sounds. Feel free to go watch that. But also, someone I follow on YouTube recently did a tutorial on how to do exhaust and engine sound changes as well. And I recently watched that, and I learnt a thing or two. I still do have things as well, but it was very helpful. Thanks, Robbie. I can't remember his name now. I'll put him on the screen. There you go, people. Feel free to go over to him. He's very pleasant to watch and worth a subscribe. And one other things, I did know some of the other stuff that he'd done, but he clarified it. There's been some clanky videos in the past that show you how to do it, but his video was very helpful, very detailed. And basically we're going to jump over to World Editor in a moment and wait for that to load up. There we go. Can you see it still? Okay, I'm just checking this OBS is recording the right stuff. And if we go to Windows, you can click on audio and you can actually engine audio debug, which is pretty useful. And suspension audio, definitely want to change that at some point. But as we look in my car, it's got this random number for just the main exhaust apparently. And that's not good enough. That's not good enough. If we go over to Okay, Control C to select the car. Is it going to let me tab over? Okay, let's tab over to this car now. And you see it's the i4_2_engine. Blah, 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 blah. And the exhaust sound is i4p_. This is the names we want up to exhaust dot. And also all this audio sound that it's making is here as well. So we'll be able to copy this by the clipboard and paste it into our car. Hooray! This is the first time I'm doing it. I'll bring you guys along because I feel semi-confident that we can do this pretty easily. And we go into code land now. I've already found this code. Hopefully you know where it is by now. If not, you can follow my previous descriptions, or they'll be floating about how to find your own codes. Your one will be in the mods folder of beamng, and the beamng will be in its actual main folder, not the one you get to see in documents, but in the actual one that's in the program files. You know, blah, blah, blah. You find it all the way down there and find your BX engines and stuff. So I found the BX engine file, and when we scroll down, there's a few things that are quite useful that we're going to use. Here's the engine name anyway. We're going to want that. We're going to copy that name. And here's our file that we're going to be changing. Well, we're going to do a few things first, actually. We do need this. I'm just going to quickly, because I'm already here, I'm going to copy this. Copy, and... have I just lost it? Okay, underscore that. Didn't mean to do that. And just paste it in again. And one of them is going to just be... You can do this any audio you want, don't really matter. One of them is going to be like that, and the other one's going to be like that. Just take one bit exhaust and one not. If we scroll up here, we find this bit of code. So we're going to grab all of that. And again, create a new line for it. And paste it in. You don't have to worry about the lines, but we're just going to make it tidy anyway. And this one, we just want to... I'm going to keep it the same as the bottom. I don't think it really matters, but it's going to hurt my head if it doesn't. Right, so config at the top. So this one's going to have the exhaust taken off there, and the exhaust taken off there. So we can save that, and it should all be safe. And now we want to change... Go find the audio again. Now we go find the other code where we've got this name. There we go. So copy. That's the engine name. So we'll go find the engine, which is this one without the exhaust. Copy that and paste that in there. Now we need to find the exhaust name, which is this bit here. The I4P, if you remember, all the way up to exhaust. I don't think we need on all that, just the actual name inside the brackets, please. Copy that and then throw that into there. Brilliant. So that's now changed the audio. So if we go okay, out of this world into this car now, normal audio. So we've refreshed the game. We've got and the audio sound. Obviously, it doesn't sound exactly the same because let me get rid of that audio noise. All this stuff's gonna be different. If we go over to where I don't know where this one will actually be, because obviously it's the BX. It's got lots of different versions. You've got stage 3, stage 4, stage 2, yeah, stage 1 even. You've got the small block, big block, V6, all them different sort of engines. Come under different codes and stuff, and basically the way you end up with a different unique sound for each car is you would tune it first and then you'd muck about the sound settings. So that's what devs would have done anyway. So we're sort of doing the same sort of job. Okay, you can be quiet now, please. Thank you. We kind of want to have the other car, please. We want this car. 1 second. Want to make sure you got the right car. So that should be these settings here. Obviously, we're going to say exactly the same now over to this car, So all we have to do is copy this, go over to our code, and somewhere in here to a certain point, it is... yeah, that's it. From here to here. I should be able to just push paste. That's changed all details now. So we also go back over to here and we go to the exhaust settings. Copy that. Go back over to here. Back on the exhaust one. So that's here. Shift down to there and paste. Right, so that should have changed the sound now. Hopefully, fingers crossed, they're the same as the runner. Well, I'm not sure it's going to be exactly the same. Obviously, that's the sort of sound. Obviously, got different revs and all that, but you know, this is the sound it is now. Control R. Not broken. It's got a bit quiet. We obviously need to change the sound of the particles. And the turbo still. So let's go on with that. So if we go into here, the i4 engine, we keep scrolling down. There's the ECU. Actually, I put a dot, so let's just go find the dot I put in. Let's go find the dot that I put in, because there's a lot of scrolling. And I found the turbo. It's going to come up soon, surely. Turbocharger. So this is the turbocharger for the inline large stage 3, which is basically what this one's got. So I'm hoping if we change the settings in this one to match the ones in my turbocharger settings, which are here, whatever we can change will hopefully help, because the turbo noise for starters is hideous. So there's the blow off valve, hiss loop, and whine loop event. So is that the same? Yeah. So that then can be updated. Cool. So I don't know what that's going to change. Let's have a listen. Refresh. Okay, cool. It's only got the same turbo noise now. It's a lot quieter than this one, so I think we'll have to crank up some of the settings by ourselves eventually, but we're getting a good base to start with, that's for sure. Right, so ignore anything that's got dash, that's just information. So we've got turbo, boost sounds. So what we got? This has got boost sound, but no turbo. Oh, turbo sound. Okay, so just in the wrong order. So we have got this one. I hope this doesn't break anything. That would be horrible. Okay, so that's that. And then this one. Oh, you're joking me. And then hiss valve, whine valve. Is that all the same? Whine valve, whine pitch. Okay, so that's all the same. From there to there. Yeah, I'm not a coder. Right, let's copy that. So that's the same as all that. So that's the top 5 done. So we've got wastegate. Do wastegate and waste limit. So wastegate and waste limit. Go copy them. And they can just be pasted straight over. I don't know what it's going to do to all this. Not really important. It's just some random information, so they can just go. Exhaust power, back pressure. Exhaust power, back pressure. Cool. So we can copy those straight over. Maybe I don't break the card too much. Exhaust. I have made a file, by the way, just in case. Exhaust power, back pressure. Surely that all goes. Oh, what have I just done there? But just exhaust. Did copy the right thing now? Oh no, back pressure, something or other. Did I miss exhaust power then? I'm sure I did. Exhaust power. This. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, fun times, riveting, you must say. Right, so we got friction. So where's friction on here? Oh, so we do have a friction. So this is why you gotta be careful. You can't just copy and paste. I probably could have just copied and pasted it, but because it's the first time doing it, I wasn't too sure if there's other code that say like beamng's got, which this one hasn't. So far, it does seem like it's exactly the same. So I probably could have just copied all this and put it all straight over. I haven't missed any, have I? So now they've all been done now. That's just more information. So you've got damage threshold stuff. Yeah, so I probably could have saved a lot of time just by copying and pasting literally everything over. That's 800. I don't know if I want to change the pressure PSI stuff. Because pressure PSI, and then it stops, the code stops there. That's maybe linked to that engine and not my engine. So let's save it. Let's hope we haven't broke it. Here's the original noise. Refresh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm really happy with that. Oh, that's a good flutter. Yes, yes, super happy about the noise of that. I just need some more backfire poppy noise. I'm pretty sure that's still not right. So we can work that one out. Let me work that out and then we'll carry on recording and show you the next next progress. Yeah, the next step in the whatever. You know what I mean. Okay, well that really wasn't too hard. I'll even show you how I did it. So I already know where the exhaust settings are from automation. So I literally just copied this, one of the settings that you have to change. Went over to here, hit search for that setting, and then it found it in here. It was called / exhaust, no shock there. And yeah, you got all the sounds here from exhaust. So I'm just going to copy these rather than do it the long way. Copy them all. I counted them all. I went 1, 2, 3. I think it was like 9. And yeah, it's actually apparently like 9 here. So we're just going to do that. Hit paste and hit save. And that hopefully hasn't broke the game. So we do this. Go over to this one. This one should just be changing the fire and the loudness of the fire, I guess is how you'd put it. And the particle size. Where's my backfire? Maybe I'm just not hitting that load. I think obviously wants me to get up to 9. I'm just not getting there. Let me try and work out what that is. Right, yeah, I'm really not sure what would put it back to normal, but my guess is maybe it's something to do with these ones. The coal ones, not the volume ones. But the coal, just the normal ones with all the volume. Then we do have the volume, so it'd be just these two. So this is my previous ones that I had saved up. So is it these two, the volume? That's the sound itself. So I think maybe if I take these two. Did it have much fire anyway? I don't know, I can't remember. Maybe if I take these two though, we go back to here, and I think that's these two down here. And then paste that in, save. Let's see if we get our pops back. We do get our pops back. But they don't continue, do they? They're like bop, 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 bop. Oh, maybe they do a bit. I like the turbo sound though. It's still not as good and grunty as this one though, so we've got some tuning to do, that's for sure. Well, so as far as engine and exhaust and turbo sounds, it's not too shabby. I think I might be willing to up the gruntiness of the low end and maybe bring down the high end. But yeah, not too shabby, not too shabby. I think next stage would be another place to dip in. That's cool. But the next stage would be maybe to try and find some better suspension sounds. That'd be quite cool, because I like to hear the creaks and bends and the stones being thrown up at the body as if like there's barely any panels. That'd be quite cool. Let me see if I can work out if I can work that out in the next 30 seconds, and I'll add it to this video. If not, maybe I'll save that for another one. So what I'm basically doing now is finding any sort of thing that can represent sound and changing it. I just found a starter motor in the BX folder, and scrolling through, and the starter, is that the starter motor though? I'm going to go ahead and say it is, because it's all saying the same similar stuff. So I'm going to copy. Do we do it all? I don't think I should be copying this a lot, because it's not all there. It's only got one. It's got 3, 6, 8, 3, 6, 8, then an extra 3 more. So I don't need to change the sample, because that's exactly the same anyway. I just need to basically change these 4 at the bottom to get the same as the one that is in beamng. Why would I have done that? Control Z. Somehow managed to do it in the wrong place. We'll need to copy that one and paste it into that one. Yeah. So that should have made a difference. Yeah, well, I'm not too sure where the suspension audio is kept. I don't think it'd be exhaust. The only other thing I was thinking, if I was looking in my own files, was either the main file, but it's not in there. I also got this engine structure. I don't think the sound would be engine structure. That's more like node placement. Yeah, I'm a bit lost here. There is obviously suspension, but I need this sound from it instead. You guys can maybe help me though. You let me know where I should be looking for suspension if you're someone who knows exactly what they're doing and just watching for the hell of it to see where I'm going wrong. Which I don't blame you. It's all for fun. It's all for the fun. So yeah, I think that's going to be it. I don't think we need to change anything much more. Quick refresh. I'll say it sounds pretty darn good to me, and definitely unique. I do think it wants a bit more of a grump. Needs a little bit more grunty of an exhaust, in my opinion. But I'll do that in the background another day. I think for now, that's going to be it. You've been an amazing person for sticking throughout this whole video. I'd like to thank you very much. If you feel free to help me even further, hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed already, what are you doing? This is the place to be for some automation fun. Just subscribe, and I'll hopefully catch you in the next one. Keep it real, stay safe, and share that love. Bye-bye now.